There used to be a time when a small, trusted group of people would just dump out LEGO leaks on a consistent schedule. You'd get set lists for winter sets in August and preliminary images in September. Summer set lists would drop in November with preliminaries in December. Then at the toy fairs in February, you'd see everything LEGO was releasing that year. That was a convenient time. You knew everything that was coming out, so you could budget accordingly. In the last few years, LEGO's clamped down heavily on what gets out. You're lucky to get even a set list leak these days, much less prelims. As the original sources ran out of news and faded away, a new group of people with much less integrity filled the void. These people are willing to post whatever gets them clicks, no matter if they're real. Every so-called leak season has turned into an idiot rodeo, with more fake leaks than real leaks. It's time to take a look at this year's all-star team of fake reporters. Jay's Brick Blog is an example of a once respectable outlet falling into a rabbit hole of clickbait. In January, he decided to launch a quote-unquote investigation into where fake leaks came from. His bold strategy was to create fake leaks himself and see who would take the bait. But first, he asked the LEGO Ambassador Network for permission. How much of a kiss-up do you have to be? And of course, they granted it because they're cornballs just like he is. He goes out there with a fake Uncharted set and unsurprisingly gets a couple of people to bite. Then he published his conclusions. Alright, so you found that some sites are willing to publish anything that's a rumor. This is common knowledge though. If you're trying to say that they have no credibility or standards, just come out and say it instead of beating around the bush. You're also in no position to make these claims since you were willing to disseminate the fake news in the first place. If there's anyone with no credibility or standards, it's you. The last thing I'm going to take issue with is you calling this a journalism project. You're just fishing for attention and making actual journalists look bad. Go back to reviewing sets instead of trying to be Inspector Gadget. In a weird way, I can kinda respect MrNoe because he did it the old-fashioned way. There's nothing more classic than spreading fake leaks on Eurobricks because it's essentially a kamikaze mission. They ban you immediately. Unlike the Instagram users who muddy the waters to try to clear their names, there's no ambiguity here. MrNoe joined Eurobricks and posted over 500 times before he put out his fake leaks. That's honestly an impressive amount of time dedicated to trolling, but it's also a bit sad. What's sadder is that well-regarded people like Just Too Good spread around the fake rumors. I'm a bit disappointed in Justin because he should know better. After all, he got his start in LEGO as a leaker, on Eurobricks. He should be able to spot a fake better than anyone. MrNoe was the least surprising entry on this list, but he won't be the last of his kind. LegOhio is another person who wants to have their cake and eat it too. He spent a few months spreading fake leaks for clout, and then revealed the farce once he got to 1,000 followers. He then puts out an apology, which was one of the least sincere things I've ever read. One quote really stands out to me. Quote, "To all the content creators who shared and reviewed my content, I have the utmost respect for you." End quote. No you don't. If you had respect for them, you wouldn't have made them lose credibility by sharing it. He then goes on to say, "I'm amazed that so many people found my content to be convincing. I never expected that it would go this far. I attribute this to the amazing Blender 3D rendering software." Wait, so you're claiming the posts were low-effort memes, right? But you spent hours putting them together with rendering software? And if you thought no one would be there to see it, why did you spend so much time on it? And if no one saw it, who would be there to fall for the bait? The only thing that's low effort is your attempt to backtrack. Again, call it what it is. You don't care about the people who followed you. You don't care about who shared your posts. Don't try to rebrand yourself into something worthwhile. Alright folks, I don't want to take up too much of your time, so I'm going to hand it off to LifeofLeg0, who I recruited for this video in order to end this on a more positive note. Pretty sure you're sick of me just ranting at this point, so I'm going to let him share a little bit of his mind about leaks, and we're going to end it there.
What is up, everybody? Many of y'all know me as LifeofLeg0. And I just wanted to say thank you to BB202 for allowing me to be on this video. I have actually talked about LEGO leaks and their impact on the LEGO community probably several times over the course of my channel. But today, we're going to be going into a different direction with our talk about leaks. It's going to be a bit open-ended. Now, where do leaks come from? Where do these LEGO leaks come from? Because back in the day when I was a kid, there were rumors about, oh, maybe there's going to be this set. Or I heard at my local ma and pa shop, whatever you call them, right? That this figure was coming out. And that was just about what you really heard, you know? You heard it on forums like Eurobrick and various different places like mockpages.com maybe. But that was the times of the past. And now LEGO leaks are a full-blown industry of the entertainment sector for LEGO YouTube. I mean, there are entire LEGO YouTube channels that have exploded, just really have exploded in popularity. And that is a result of there being a new industry called the LEGO leaks. And that's migrated from the times of the past, where it was just whispers, to full-blown pictures that we get now from maybe shady LEGO employees that shouldn't be sharing these photos. And maybe in another video that BB202 will do, maybe you can talk about some of the legal problems that comes around with. Because if you're a LEGO employee doing that, you may want to watch your back, because LEGO's lawyers are going to come after you. But we could talk all day about those things. But really, I'm just going to leave you with this. Are LEGO leaks good for the LEGO community? Are LEGO leaks bad for the community? That's going to be my closing thoughts on this part of the video. And hopefully you leave your comments down below. I'll catch you on the flip side, and I'll let BB202 take this from here. Signing out.
Thank you, Mr. Life. Really, there's nothing to take from here. Just to thank you so much for watching this video. If you got this far, congratulations. I hope you enjoyed it. Whether or not you like this video, please leave a comment below, because there's no such thing as a dislike button anymore. You can follow me on Instagram if you want. I don't recommend it, but you do have the option. And once again, thank you so much for watching.